Good morning. This is week 4, verse 4 in our 91 in 91 initiative. You know, I have come to appreciate so much the stories behind many of our hymns and worship songs. It just seems that in reading those stories that my understanding of the song is deepened and is so much more enriched. And there's an old hymn that is entitled Under His Wings. And it was inspired by verse 4 of Psalm 91. It reads this way: He will cover you with his feathers. He will shelter you with his wings. His faithful promises are your armor and your protection. The hymn was written by William Cushing. He lived from 1823 to 1902. He was a minister and a lifelong humanitarian. His life has repeated incidences of his care and his kindness towards people. In fact, at some point, and I don't know when this happened within his life, but he gave up his life savings. It was $1,000, which was a big amount in those times. And he gave up his life savings to a young blind girl so that she could get an education. At age 31, William Cushing was married, and he had a happy marriage for about 16 years. And then his wife took ill, and despite all of the efforts, she passed away. After she passed away, he experienced his own health problems and had a creeping paralysis. So in a very short time, he lost his wife and he lost his ministry. And he prayed, he said, God, give me something to do for thee. And God did. He went on to compose many Christian hymns. In fact, when he died by the age of 79, he had written close to 300 hymns. Well, the hymn entitled Under His Wings was inspired by the convergence of these life experiences in Psalm 91, verse 4. The words of the hymn read this way: Under his wings I am safely abiding. Though the night deepens and tempests are wild, still I can trust him. I know he will keep me. He has redeemed me, and I am his child. Under his wings, what a refuge in sorrow. How the heart yearningly turns to his rest. Often when earth has no balm for my healing, there I find comfort, and there I am blessed. Under his wings, oh, what precious enjoyment. There will I hide till life's trials are o'er. Sheltered, protected, no evil can harm me. Resting in Jesus, I'm safe evermore. Under his wings, who from his love can sever? Under his wings my soul shall abide, safely abide forever. You know, one of my frequent statements to people is that we're all going to go through things in life. We're all going to face adversities and trials. That's inevitable. But whenever we face those trials and adversities, we have a choice. We have a choice of either taking hold of the hand of Jesus and going through the trial with him, or the choice to let go of his hand or not take his hand and to go through those trials without him. I know in my own life, my desire and my choice has been to take hold of Christ's hand. And it's really hard to express that experience of what that's like, knowing that we walk with Jesus through all of these trials and all of these adversities. Perhaps Psalm 91 and William Cushing capture it best when they talk about it. It's like this experience of a little bird underneath the wings of a mother hen, that it's under his wings that we safely abide. You know, I believe that is what God desires for all of his children, that we would all experience that watchful care and protection, that sense of him, in a sense, watching over us and protecting us. In fact, in Luke chapter 13, verse 34, as Jesus comes over the Mount of Olives on Palm Sunday, and he sees Jerusalem, he says this: "Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the city that kills the prophets and stones God's messengers. How often I have wanted to gather your children together as a hen protects her chicks beneath her wings, but you wouldn't let me. Friends, this week, as you go through whatever trials and adversities, whatever we go through in terms of this world and all of the trials and adversities we're facing, may you picture yourself as walking under his wings. And may you experience what William Cushion was talking about when he said, and safely abiding. May the Lord bless you this week. Amen.